and I'll be over.
Okay, let me change the category. Ta-da! So he's gonna give me the Joy-Con warning. There's a monkey in my CrossWorlds. Ta-da! Oh, the fucking banana car. Some good shit. There's a Tangle and Whisper festival coming soon. Cool beans. Oh, there's that bug character.
Cool fucking beans!
Look in the
Cool
background,
fucking
Biss.
beans!
They got that bug character. I forget the name of.
Her name is Jewel the Beetle.
That's probably because for festivals they need three. They need 3 categories, so they had to have an extra character.
Why the fuck did they put Jewel there instead of like Surge or Kit or Starline or...
The festival starts later today, it looks like. It's 17 o'clock. Well, right now it's... I think it's really close to that. Let me see, what time is it right now? 4:36 says 12, 13, 14, 15, 16... Yeah, in about a half hour the festival starts. I'm inviting you, Biss. The only DLC I bought for this game was Pac-Man, because, like, of course I was gonna buy Pac-Man. I'm gonna try out, Monkey. First.
I'm gonna try out the fucking monkey.
Where's the banana car? I want the banana car. There it is. I'm gonna play as the monkey and the banana.
It's really annoying that Tangle and Whisper don't have fucking voice lines. Because they've been given voice actors so they could be on fucking Tails Tube.
I saw somebody complaining that Whisper whispers.
Fuck off.
It's like, I thought that was just a name. I didn't think that was, like, literal.
I think her dialogue is in like, you know, like in grey text, or it's like in a speech bubble. It's like dotted lines or something.
I say.
She has textually whispered like forever.
I'm playing as the monkey. Please get that bitch a banana.
When are we gonna get a death battle episode that's Whisper versus Quiet from Metal Gear Solid 5?
I don't like how inconsistent these are. So see this banana? See how that art looks? Oh, give me a second.
I don't see a.
Oh, please wait. You don't see what?
I don't see a banana.
Look.
Yeah.
You saw how that looks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then see how this looks?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But then, and then the rest of them are like 3D renders. See?
Okay, yeah, this feels like a bit lazy. Oh my god, the fucking ones for Tangle are so good though. I'm gonna whisper, fuck.
Why didn't you do any of them?
I did a couple. I didn't want to say anything I didn't mean.
I didn't see them.
You weren't listening.
Edipal says, once you learn the reason behind Whisper's manner of speech, you'll be ashamed of your words and deeds. I forgot I can't emote at the beginning of the race like in Mario. I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart World Online lately. And I always do the little I like emote at the beginning of the race. Can't do that here. Very sad. Is the race gonna happen? There it goes. Hey! You motherfucker!
You better believe it.
I got into first place anyway though, so it's okay. You couldn't fucking
Not for
stop
long.
me.
Not for.
I think Mario Kart World has ruined my muscle memory for this game.
Nice.
I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart World lately.
Well, that was so point blank. The bomb was dispensed nicely in your mouth.
I forgot how to do tricks. I remembered it now, but I'm really fucking this up.
Why is there somebody on here called Gusler Kid?
What does that mean?
I don't know, but it sounds terrible. Gusler Kid sounds like the name of like a Echo Fighter for Baby Gronk.
The fuck's a Gusler? This is supposed to be a speed vehicle, why does it feel so fucking slow?
I mean, it has bad acceleration.
Oh, SpongeBob is fucking here. I can't believe people elect to play as
SpongeBob is
in this
what
game.
here?
Oh, shut up. Why do people... Why would anybody choose to play as SpongeBob in this game?
Didn't Nickelodeon at one point canonically confirm that SpongeBob is 8?
Don't ask me.
I could have sworn that's a thing that's like... I could have sworn that was a thing.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I am. Because I know from like the one SpongeBob fan I've ever talked to, that's like a thing that was like part of the character's original conception. Like obviously not using that word, but you know.
Is it?
Nice.
Well, I didn't do that good this race.
You did better than me, I did.
Gusler Kid. Fucking Gusler Kid.
I don't know what's funnier. Imagine Kid is the last name. Or like, is it Gusler Kid or is it Gusler Kid?
I'm gonna play as I for a few races, and I'll try the other new characters.
I'll move over from Whisper when you move over from my...
What?
I will change when you do.
Okay, yeah, you cut out again.
Look, I'm showing... Okay, that's it. Hold on. Hold on. This microphone is having its noise gate turned off. You are gonna hear every fucking sound that happens in my whole fucking house. Do you understand?
Oh dear God.
Why is my voice so quiet now? Why is mic volume so fucking low?
What if it was mice volume?
The Gusler Kid. The Gusler Kid.
It's
Knocking
crazy.
out happening, right?
No, it's crazy how much better this game looks now that I have the Switch 2 version.
Yeah.
Like, I think going from the Switch version to the Switch 2 version of this game really did like the most to show me the power difference between the two consoles out of like anything that I've played so far. It's kind of funny. Like, it's really funny that Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is the game that showed me the power difference so explicitly. You know? And not like a Nintendo game.
Yeah. Well, the problem with a Nintendo game is I think that like it's almost hard to see this. Like, I think it's like they have a certain minimum standard of quality, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, things are usually built for like the hardware in such a way that I guess it would sort of hide a lot of the seams and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just seeing a version of CrossWorlds which sucks a bit. Just seeing a bit where they've got like had to get the game and go, okay, well, how the fuck do we make this work?
Uh-huh.
How the fuck do we get it? Will it fit?
Also,
Yeah.
did you see the most recent chat message, Biz?
No, I can't see chat. This is a
You
full
can't see
screen game.
chat. Well, Headful said, isn't it because Nickelodeon wanted him to be relatable to kids his age? Or wanted him to be relatable to kids so his age is as ambiguous as possible?
Well, that is like, okay, so SpongeBob being sort of like a... Okay, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with it.
Well, I mean, he's supposed to be in it, like he is textually an adult, but also he's like childlike.
Yeah,
like they didn't want him to be a kid. That was the, you hear stuff from like
the
Steven
actual
Hillenberg.
creators who made the actual show didn't want him to be a kid.
So they made like, but Nickelodeon wanted him to do like stuff like go to school and things like that. So they came up with compromises.
That's why they made the bonus school
yeah.
plotline. And that's why he always fails, because it's the excuse for why he's always there.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he would just graduate and it would be over.
SpongeBob is well, at least original SpongeBob is like incredibly clever, you know.
No, but yeah, SpongeBob
like it was
is
really, it's a really smart show, you know.
SpongeBob is. It's a show that is very relatable to me as somebody who works at McDonald's.
Once again, I really have to recommend the channel Jackson Finelli, who does like incredible SpongeBob analysis stuff. He's got me like thinking about like art and in general and stuff in ways that I didn't previously, which is kind of crazy that it's like a channel about SpongeBob, and it's I'm feeling that way about it. That's really how it is, and that's kind of the point that he made in the most recent video he did, which is that like SpongeBob has like some episodes of SpongeBob are like really, really good and should be considered like, you know, some of the best like pieces of like literature that exist in terms of like how they like convey their message and everything. But because it's just a silly cartoon, people don't give it any credit for anything, basically. They're like, oh, well, it's just SpongeBob, you know? But like, SpongeBob is like really smart and really well made and like, you know?
Yeah.
He said that that's part of the way that the arts in general is kept from being taken as seriously as it should be, is that there are certain parts of it that are not allowed to be taken seriously, you know?
Yeah.
Like, people look at you like you're crazy if you have like serious literary analysis of SpongeBob, you know?
Yeah. Basically, long story, like, it basically is just they sort of decide, okay, things can either be genius or have mainstream appeal. which feels like an attempt to keep genius things away from the mainstream.
Yeah, he gets a lot of comments where people are like, it's not that deep, you know. Hello, it's going well. Welcome to the stream. And he was saying that's a way that he said that as a movement seems to be a way that people try to diminish the arts, you know. Like he was saying, like the arts are just sort of fundamentally a part of being human, right? Actually, this was in like a follow-up. Like he always does follow-up videos where he like responds to comments and stuff. And he was saying that you know, you can't get rid of the arts. People are going to make art. So instead what people do is they sort of try to regulate what types of art are acceptable to make, or what types of art are acceptable to take seriously, you know? Stuff like that. When really, you know, there's a lot, in fact, probably most, if not all art can be taken seriously, you know? And there are things to get out of it, no matter what it is, you know? Because, you know, people... Because it's a thing that a person made, and a person has, you know, an internal, like, world, you know? Like, they have a sense of self. They like, you know, anybody who makes any kind of art puts something into it, you know? And then also that brought up a conversation about how people don't take video games seriously. Or like, it was brought up, or actually I think I saw this on Blue Sky actually. I think it was just a separate conversation, but it was the same concept, where it was just like, they said like game design is thought of as, yeah, this is the Blue Sky conversation, but it's similar to what he was talking about. They say game design is thought of as just sort of like a thing that has like a solved concept, you know, like you gotta design this type of game this way, etc., you know. And like things being seen as jank or weird or things like that is taken as a bad thing. But they said the game design part of a game is just as much part of the art as everything else, you know. Like somebody brought up that, you know, people think of like, you know, the visual art, the music, you know, all that kind of the graphics, you know, they think of that stuff as the art, and the gameplay or the game design as sort of just the vessel through which that art is portrayed. And so the gameplay has to be standardized, essentially, is how people see it. But it doesn't. They said like game design can be just as much of a vessel for, like a vector for artistic expression as any of the rest of it. Oh my god.
Okay, so people thinking of game design as like a hard science that gets improved upon and like has objective value or whatever. People being stupid, right? There was a fucking tweet I saw a couple weeks ago, right?
I hate people who think like that because, you know, I got some of them talking to me about gray area that way. And they're like, why did you do it this way? And I'm like, because it's my game and I wanted to make it that way.
And they're like, you think you know better than the players?
Yeah, they're like, that's a weird way to think about making a game. I'm like, well, why? I made it. It's my game. It's not for you. Like, sure, you bought it, but like, I wasn't thinking about you when I made it, you know?
Yeah.
I just wanted to make a game I liked. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this person on Twitter was insinuating, right? Because you know in Mario 64 you have like a health meter and an air meter, and then the same thing, right? Health meter you increase by getting coins, and you lose it by getting hit by enemies. When you're in water, it just fills to full, and
so
then becomes an air meter.
To heal yourself, which I always thought was kind of fun.
Yeah, somebody was just insinuating that they just hadn't technically figured out how to have 2 meters yet.
Obviously not.
And it was...
That's obviously not. What are you talking about?
And then
they just did it that way because they wanted to.
It's really funny because they're insinuating the idea that like having a certain amount of air separate from your health that is like something they couldn't do, right?
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people in the comments were just replying with pictures of Sonic 1 Labyrinth, so...
I really wish we'd gotten Monkey Ball and Nights into Dreams tracks, by the way. I'm kind of sad that they're just characters.
It is
really.
Alright,
let's try out Tangle.
All I can say is Whisper then.
You're not gonna play as the monkey? Communication with the lobby has been lost. What? Well, at least now I have time to pick my machine. Where's my custom Pac-Man one? Here we go. Alright, let me invite you again.
Well, I need to do an entire race before I can be there.
No. Worst possible timing on that.
If it makes you feel any better, I voted for Pac-Man as the stage.
No, I missed out on Pac-Man! On the Pac-Man track! That makes me feel worse.
Well, we don't know if it might go to something else. Hold on.
If it picks
It went to E Stadium! It went to E Stadium!
Okay, I do like that one too.
You know who voted for it as well?
Somebody
playing as Pac-Man. Wait, what? No, wait, hold on. That's SpongeBob. Did I mistake SpongeBob for Pac-Man? Was I?
Oops, I didn't manage to post my announcement on Tumblr.
Have I lost my mind? I guess they're both yellow and have the same nose. They
have the same nose.
They do have this. They have little peg noses.
Poses.
You know that one like Pokemon screenshot where it's implied that somebody's shoving their Pokeballs in their butthole or whatever?
The one that's not real?
Yeah, it's not real, right? Okay, so I'm always on the lookout for... I'm always, like, worrying whether things are real now, right? Because of that screenshot. Does anybody know if the scene where SpongeBob is buried in the sand except for his nose, and Mr. Krabs is like, "That better be your nose, boy." Is that real? Was that fake?
No, I've never heard of that.
You haven't seen it?
That can't be real.
I've seen that somewhere.
There's the one where Patrick looks under his pants and he sees his butt. That's real.
I mean, yeah, I never doubted that. It's really fucking annoying how that scene probably wouldn't have been allowed if Patrick was a girl. You ever think about that?
That on boy characters, butts are just like seen as like funny, but
yeah,
on girls it's seen as sexual.
Even if it was the exact same image, it's like, well, imagine if the character was like Patrolina and she had a bow on, and that's the only difference, right? It's like suddenly when they show,
probably what? She'd probably have to wear a shirt now.
Yeah, so she wears a shirt now, right? And, like, the shirt and the bow and the fact that she has Ina at the end of her name, that's enough that if you see a picture that's still just Patrick's ass, you're supposed to view it as porn now. Like, the picture of Patrick's ass has become attractive because you know the character has Ina at the end of her name. Okay, can I say something that's been on my fucking mind and it's, like, a little bit... It's, like, maybe slightly... Okay, I'm just gonna fucking say this, right?
How much longer do you got on the race?
Oh, not very long. I'm about to finish it.
Hooray.
So, recently, there's been a law proposed in the UK that would make it so you get 2 years in prison for having porn as fictional incest in it, right?
Oh. And Patrick is short for Patting Rick.
It's pretty funny. But, so do you know why this has been on my mind, right?
Also, don't get into another race. Make sure you quit.
I'll quit. I'll make sure.
Okay.
The reason it's been on my mind is I've heard that, like, you know, in the mainstream, like, porn industry or whatever, right?
Uh-huh.
In a lot of these videos, they just have a character call another character, like, stepbro or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Just because then it gives them an angle to market with. Like, it takes no effort to do that, right?
And then you've most online government.
But here's the thing, right? Okay, it's interesting because it made me think, right? In those videos, imagine those videos become illegal, right? It's like if you were to take one of those videos, right? And you were to cut out the one part where one character calls the other one step bro, right? The half a second that takes, right? That's the line of legality. Is that second in there?
It kind of
the rest of the video is fine.
Kind of reminds me of Japanese stuff where they have like just the tiny little lines for censorship, and that's good enough.
Oh, to dump her, fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off!
Also,
fuck off!
I wanted to
Kill
show
yourself!
off
I hate you! Elena, this
amiibo
Tanuki is in
card.
my face!
I got Weber. Did the festival start?
It started for me.
It hasn't started for me. How do I get the festival to start?
1 second, do I still have the invite from you?
It's my favorite Animal Crossing character.
But yeah, the thing I was thinking about
Weber.
that is that, like, you know how, like I said, you imagine that video exists, right? And, like, one line of dialogue is the thing that makes it illegal, right? And if you remove that, it becomes legal, right? It's like, the thing that makes the video unacceptable in their view, right?
Oops. Oops.
Is that...
Oops.
What happened?
I got a little bit ahead of myself here.
Where are you?
Okay. Friends list. Invite.
Anyway, to finish
There
what
we
I was
go.
saying, right? I just think it's funny because all the one line of dialogue does is change the context of the fiction, right? So the work becomes unacceptable because of what you imagine because of one line. And what that then makes you project onto everything else. Like, it's kind of like a sort of thought crime in a way.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
look at us. Elena, how would you feel if we were Sonic IDW original characters in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds and we were both girls and we were gay?
Lobby found. Hooray.
We're stuck on festival stuff now. I hate festivals.
You hate them? This is my favorite. I don't usually play unless there's a festival going on.
I think I hate festivals, I hate Splatfests,
Wait,
I hate everything
that's the main
like
time
that.
I play Splatoon is when there's Splatfest. That's my favorite. Because then I have something to play for. If there's like no like goals or anything going on, then I'm like, what am I doing this for?
I hate goals. No goals, only fun. Only play!
Yeah, they have this character here just because they needed a third category. They needed a third team. So, there you
Okay,
go.
I think I'm gonna go to Market Street.
Look, almost everybody is Tangle or Whisper.
Oh, we're a pink team. That's nice.
We're not in a full lobby, by the way. Look, we're the only, like, complete team.
Well,
Why
don't
did
look
it?
your
Wait,
horse in the mouth.
why did it set it up like this? It could have been 3 teams of 3. Why did it do 4, 3, 2?
It's time for unfair!
If one of the people from our team went over to the one with 2, then they would all be teams of 3. This is fucked up.
Is Jewel the Beetle just that
The fuck is
popular?
it calculating? Well, no, it just randomly picks teams for you. What is it calculating? Calculating what? Hello? Okay.
Are you okay?
The game isn't okay.
What's wrong with it?
Just says calculating.
Are you
What is it
playing
calculating?
Are you racing right now?
No, it's just calculating.
I think you've been replaced by a bot.
No. Oh, we have a great evil request.
Ooh, nice.
It's been a while since we've had one of those. Let's see. There's the great evil. And now here comes the defeat. Network error. There you go. Let's defeat the great evil. It's just not gonna let me play this game anymore today, is it?
Oh, well. That sucks.
Because it's supposed to let me in. I'm just gonna try to play online by myself, because I'm sure people would rather watch me play than sit around waiting in a lobby. Did it explain the context for you? I don't remember how I came up with it. I just remember I had that gif of the spinning Lanky Kong. And then I don't know how I got to calling that the Great Evil and exploding it. But I found that, I remember I found that green screen video of Gargantor. And I was like, oh, I could have him smash it. I don't know. I don't remember how it happened, but we have it. Okay, I'm on Team Whisper this time. Look how tall Knights is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I think it's better connected this time because I'm like actually seeing people emote. I wasn't seeing any emotes or anything last time.
Yeah, maybe it's just a problem with like us both trying to play. Which sucks, but oh well.
Oh yeah, now it was only calculating for like half a second, so... Everything seems to be working now. It probably didn't like trying to connect me to somebody in the UK. This is probably all more local players.
Hopefully it's working better again next time you try and play.
Yeah.
It would be
I
a
gotta
shame.
make I wanted to make a follow-up video about this game because I made a video about it. What? It disconnected me again.
No!
Has the online gotten worse? Because I'd seen other people complain about having connectivity issues like this.
I've
never had issues.
Just that many people playing because of Tangle.
Well, no, because I'm not even getting full lobbies. This is so weird. Has it gotten worse since last time I played? Because ever since this game came out, I've heard people complain about connectivity issues, but I've never had them. But now I'm having them too, so... I don't know.
I mean, this game apparently apparently, according to the execs, this game was a failure and a disappointment.
Did they,
maybe they're not
turn off
funding
the
service properly
or something? But yeah, I was gonna say, I was planning to do a follow-up video about this, because I did a video when it first came out, and then I was like, okay, well, I'll wait until they release more DLC stuff, and then do a follow-up. But they haven't really released a lot of DLC stuff, have they? I'm beginning to wonder if they're gonna, like, actually do all of it. Because, you know, like you said, the game seems to have underperformed.
It's fucking ridiculous because it sold like millions of copies. It's just people in suits don't deserve to leave their houses.
Yeah, I'm still waiting. I wanted to talk about more stuff. Like all I have to talk about is SpongeBob and Pac-Man, and then a few random characters that didn't really come with much other than their own, like, presence. Okay, it's finally letting me play again.
Woo! Woo! That's good.
And that's really funny, Ruby, because, like, I'm sure they put in all of these characters from other franchises because, like, they were trying to make the game more marketable. But I mean, like, Sonic fans are probably their main demographic for this game. And, like, the characters they're gonna be most excited about are, like, Whisper and Tangle, you know?
I'm gonna be honest, there's like a bit in there's like a Tails Tube video promoting this. At the end, there's like a joke scene where Tangle's just talking about how all the other friends she wishes was joining them on the track, right? And just lists off like about like 5 or so Sonic characters, and I was like, where the fuck are they? Yeah. Why isn't
Maybe
Vanilla
development
here?
time could have
Or
gone
Gamel?
to those instead of SpongeBob and Minecraft.
Yeah.
Also, they had to delay characters, by the way. II was supposed to come out in January, and they had to delay him. What was the delay, huh? Exactly. I think Whisper and Tangle got delayed too. What are we doing?
It is bizarre.
It's just a monkey and a banana car. Like, it didn't even come with a track or anything.
Also, fucking, again, right? They fucking bothered to give Tangle and Whisper voice actors for the first time ever. But not in the actual fucking game.
Yeah, that's bizarre. They're the only, I think they're the only unvoiced Sonic characters.
That's the thing is, at this point I'm just like,
they made music for them.
Part of me's just like, wouldn't it have been just nicer if we had like, Tangle whispering from the start?
Like, they actually
and they had got to have all the fucking rival dialogue and everything.
They didn't. It wasn't voices, but they had like sounds for Knights. Like, Knights is really, really good. They implemented Knights like basically perfect.
If that's the case, what's the problem then? Just have the voice actors say the things and make the grunts. Do it.
I think the Werehog might also be unvoiced.
Oh yeah, the Werehog's unvoiced.
Okay, so these aren't the only unvoiced Sonic characters. I guess the Werehog's like half, because, you know, it's still Sonic. It's just...
So you know how the Werehog...
Sonic.
So the Werehog in Unleashed was voiced by Jason Griffith, the then current Sonic VA, right? But he was just doing a deeper voice with a bit of gravel on it. Which means if they got the current Sonic voice actor to do the exact same thing for the Werehog, it would just be Fat Deku with like a cough. Basically.
Hey, I won.
I have never been the same since they point out that Sonic Frontiers Sonic sounds like Fat Deku.
God damn it.
Because I remember the video has the caption up the whole time, and at the beginning I'm like, okay, how could somebody sound like Fat Deku? What's that even mean? Then it gets to that part, I'm like, oh! That's what it means!
Oh my god.
I'm fucking dying!
I'm gonna do another race with Whisper. I do not know these characters whatsoever. I just know they're from the comics. I don't know anything else about them. I know people were really champing at the bit for them to get in this game, so everybody was very excited that they are in the game. That's all I know.
Could you? Okay, would you be willing to put up an image?
And
of
I
the
know
two
everybody
after
really
this
wants
race?
them to be gay as well. That's the other thing I know about them.
Would you be willing to put up an image of the two after this race?
Perhaps.
I have a very specific image. It's just a very specific panel that I think would be enriching to show everybody.
I see. Let's copy link. Where's images? Images. Where's my images?
Where's my images?
I always manage to lose it. There it is. It's Pee-hoo-hoo. That was the last thing I had in there.
Oh,
There
for
they
fuck's
are.
sake. This is an actual panel, by the way. It's just so fucking plain. It's just, it's like in a scene that's like kind of at sunset, so it kind of works as an abstract background, but also that is just the lesbian flag. Like, like come the fuck on.
It's funny.
It's funny because I think they can't really confirm it properly because like
Aren't they like
one of the
disallowed
mandate
from having romance?
Okay, so yeah, the only canonical romance they're allowed to reference
Is Vector
is that
and...
Vector wants to bang Cream's mum. Yes, in fact, that's
fucking
encouraged.
Funny. That is the
I think-
funniest possible one that they could allow.
Yeah. I think the Chaotix kind of get away with a lot of stuff that the rest of the cat, because like you're not supposed to really reference money or economics or whatever too much either, right? But also the Celtics are canonically always broke, so it feels like they just get away with whatever the fuck they want with them.
It's so funny.
It makes sense maybe because like I think like a lot of it is like a lot of the cast are like kids ostensibly, right? Like they're teenagers. Vector is a legal adult and he owns a business, so maybe
And
there
so
are just
is
certain
Cream's
things.
mom.
Yeah, maybe that has something to do with it. Although then again, the canonical ages have been ditched recently. Which
Everybody was
from
always
what
weird about them.
yeah, like I think stopping fucking discourse about shipping was a large motivator in that.
That's like what they did with Doki Doki Literature Club. They're just like, all the characters are 18. Even though it doesn't make any fucking sense, because they're all supposed to be like different years of high school.
Well, some of them are just really, really thick, you know? They've been held back. Everybody at Doki Doki Literature Club is like chronically illiterate.
It's so funny because, what's her name? Natsuki is, you know, just sort of like textually written as the youngest one. But apparently she's the same age as the rest of them, actually. It's the exact opposite of what the Shantae creator did. Where he was like, she's 16. And everybody was like, oh!
I hate it when that happens. I hate it when you have a character that could easily be an adult and somebody on the staff is like, don't
in fact,
worry,
looks like an
you're
adult.
pedophiles. I think there's like a thing like that. There was like an example
Written
of
like an
that
adult.
with like there's an example of that in like Gurren Lagann that always pissed me off, right? Where it's like you have a character who like I'm gonna be honest, okay, so maybe not adult, but like older, right? So protagonist is like young, like 12 or whatever, right? And this other character, and he has like a brother who's like I think late teens, like 17, 18 or whatever, right?
I want to do one more race. I'm gonna do one more.
Okay, I'm getting too much into the weeds. Point is, long story short, there's a character in that series that is like she looks like the same age as other characters that are like young adults, right? She looks older, she acts older, right?
Uh-huh.
And there is an actual kid in the cast who she seems distinctly different from, right?
Uh-huh.
Like a wide margin of age, right?
Yeah.
But then I think there's like some paratext that's like, oh, by the way, she's 12 maybe. Which feels like it's there just to reassure creeps. Like, don't worry, your attraction isn't ethical. Just, it's weird.
Oh,
like, why would you do that?
Village.
But it's weird because then also there's like a weird out as well, because then there's like this thing where it's like, oh, well, in the future, people tell ages work differently in different villages. So then you have this thing where it's like, you're invited to imagine she's a child if you feel like it, but you don't have to.
Great.
It's like just, it's like, I don't know, maybe you should have just said nothing, and the fact that she just, yeah, I know! I know! It's fucking ridiculous! And it's funny because it's like the exact
gotta
opposite
be like,
of the,
why
yeah.
always gotta be like, have like the plausible deniability to it, you know?
Yeah.
You always gotta throw that in.
Capitalism affects different art forms differently. with Western animation, it makes it all boring and safe. And with Japanese animation, it means that everything has to partially be an advert for figurines you come at. Well,
Oh my fucking god.
okay, so wait, okay, so yeah, exactly. I was saying earlier that must have been held back several years. It's funny, it's annoying though, because like, you know, like something like Symphogear, right? Symphogear, I think, is a really fucking good show, and I love it daily, right?
Yeah.
But it has the stonk of like having to like
Of that
pander
shit,
to
yeah.
roast people. It's like
I've seen multiple people say that they they can't do that show because of that stuff.
I understand. I'm gonna be honest. It is difficult for me sometimes, but it's this thing where it's like, okay, so like here's the thing, right? Okay, right? I do not understand why I do not understand why the fucking academy that like Hibiki and Miku are at isn't just like a college, right?
Yeah.
Because they're in dorms and they feel
well. Like, what do you?
Yeah, just make a college story.
Yeah.
Although then again, I guess the question is, does a college environment exist in?
What I was gonna say, well, that doesn't quite work with the story because, you know, it's supposed to be like, you know, girl next door type of thing. Like it's supposed to be like you only know these people because it's like you're local with them and they're your neighbors, you know. Which, I mean, you could do something like that with a college, but it's a slightly different dynamic than it being like, this is where I've lived my whole life and these people live next door, you know. But in that case, it's like, I don't know, just like accept that they are not all of legal age, you know, like they just like, I guess it was just a situation where it's like they hated the discourse, I guess, and like, I guess people being weird, and so they're like, they're 18, shut up. So like I can kind of understand the motivation behind that, but it's also like, well, you've slightly ruined the text at that point, you know? Because, like, the game is not sexual.
Well, I mean, at a certain point, I think the thing is, like, it's weird, right? Because the thing is like...
like, if it's just because of the fandom is the reason why you've made this change...
Can I just say something I just think that, like, okay, so here's the thing, right? I feel like the problem is that with like issues like this is it's all like really wishy-washy because like
Yeah.
if you say they're all 18, right?
Uh-huh.
Number one, that's paratext, right?
Yeah. That's what I was getting at, yeah.
It's all paratext, right? Number two, like these people haven't lived 18 years, right? Because they're not real, right? There are a series of traits that you've put onto like a mannequin, like to tell a story, right?
Uh-huh.
So then at that point, is it how they're written that matters? But then again, like, you know, does that like I don't know, does it mean anything?
Hmm.
Like, is the way they're written even realistic enough for it to matter in the first place? Like, you've made them all dress
Yeah.
like the Japanese high school students, right?
Yeah.
Is the fetishization of that uniform like if you were to focus on that, that could just sort of be the problem on its own, couldn't it?
Uh-huh.
I don't know. It's just this thing where you end up eventually unraveling the nature of fiction, and eventually you're just like, what? I don't know, what the fuck is anything? I think I have like I have something I call the Lancer rule, right?
Uh-huh.
It was something I thought I came up with back when Deltarune Chapter 1 had just come out, right? Because I knew that there was some people, right, who like were like looking at maybe suggestive art of some of the members of the cast, right?
Uh-huh.
And including some people who hadn't played the game, right? You know, and it's that thing where it's like, I think with a fair number of them, right? As somebody who's played the game, right? Nearly the entire cast are textually teenagers. They're in the fucking high school. It's gross, right? But you can
Yeah.
kind of imagine there might be somebody who doesn't really know much about the story, and what they've seen is mostly Dark World stuff, and that's in an abstract, and they don't exist in like a societal context, and they don't really, you know, whatever, right?
Etc.
And you could
etc.
imagine,
Oh, I gotta get my
and everything's
cable. I don't have
and
a
everything's
cable for
vague,
my controller because its batteries are dead.
but everything's
Let me get
vague
it real
enough that I could
quick.
kind of like forgive it, right? Like I could go, well,
Yeah.
whatever, right? But the Lancer rule came in because I was like, if anybody shares any fucking art like that of Lancer, though, that it's on site. Like at that point, because the problem there is like, it doesn't matter what the canonical
Steal the
age of Lancer
microphone.
is. Lancer is written as the most babyish little child like little. You cannot be exposed to that character in any capacity, right? And not instantly get the child coding, right?
Yeah.
So at that point, if you still have that interest, then it reflects poorly on you instantly. I wouldn't necessarily say we can chat naughty in here. It's just we're also not fucking poo-poo babies. We're not gonna fucking avoid the topic.
Are we capturing Dead Man?
I think naughty chat implies a level of horniness which isn't present.
Especially for
This
me.
is like academic.
My
yeah, you can
computer's
ask something
falling
in
over.
general.
My computer's
Go on
falling
ahead.
over. USB device not recognized.
What do you
Excuse
fucking mean
me?
your computer is falling over?
It's falling over.
How?
I knocked it over.
What shape is
Okay,
Why
it's
did you
on.
do that?
Okay, so my desk has like on the very bottom has like a piece of wood, right? Like sort of like a smaller desk down there, and the computer